Okay guys, je m'appelle Noel Dinada. Actually in this session you are going to learn how to consume an API from Django API on mobile application built by using React Native. So get prepared. Uno, dos, tres. This is Learn Python. Let's go. Okay guys, now let us go to the real practical. Actually, I have not installed the iOS or Android emulator, and therefore I'm using Expo Go. Okay, so this is a just app.js on your React Native project folder, right? And here you can see I have imported the view and the text from React Native. In short, we are going to use hooks. Use a state hook and use effect hook to fetch or to consume information from our API. So if you have an idea of React.js, this is your very added advantage, because in React.js we deal with hooks and they use state hooks and they use effect hook to consume information from API. And the API I'm using here is Django REST API. As you can see, we're going to fetch the information or the user names of this an API. You can use an API, right? You can use online API, whatever. Let's go. So we are here. As you can see here, this is actually hello world. I hope this is the first application for you to run in React Native, right? So before we start to fetch information from Django API, we need to style this hello world text so as it can be on the center of our mobile application screen, right? So we are going to start with styles. This might be an amazing thing for you that the man is teaching about consuming API, but we start with styling our page. Oh yes. I hope that's okay. So here we go. Let me say const styles, right? Const styles. Here I can say style sheet. This should be style sheet dot create. All right, so something like that. Then after here, let me say container. So this is container. Let me say flex is equal to 1. Another thing is background. I want to set up the background color. So the background color should be white. So I put the color code for white, which is triple F. Another thing I want to do is align item. Okay, so this is aligns. I think it's something like this. Align items. It should be align items, if I'm not mistaken. So align item should be center, right? Another thing is justify content. Justify content. Why I get the auto increment features of. Anyways, so this is our container. This is the style for our container. And what we need to do here, when we get back here on our view, I hope once you try out to see the hello world text, you cannot see it on your screen, right? Until we put these styles. So what we can do here, on our view here, add something like this, style. Then after it should be styles dot container, right? So I hope now you will be able to see hello world on the center of your screen. Before we proceed, I needed to import the style sheet. Okay, so style sheet, this should be style style sheet. Perfect. Should be something like this, style sheet dot create. I think there is error on my app. Okay, so let me try out to reload. Perfect. Now you can see hello world is on the center of your screen. We need to proceed, guys. So after that, let's proceed. But why we have tried to center the content? This is because the username to be consumed or fetched from API will be displayed here at the center of your screen. All right, let's proceed. As I've told you that if you have ever done React.js, you have an added advantage because we are going to use state hook and use effect hooks, which are the two popular hooks used in React.js. So let's import them before we use them. So this should be import. All right, so we need to use state hook, right? But also we need to use effect hook. We also need to use effect hook, okay? They are from React. This should be perfect for you, right? What is happening here? Okay, so think everything is okay. So that's it. So here, what we need here to do is we are going to use state hook to declare three variables, which is loading, error, and a name list, which will be special for storing the information or the names of the user. So const, okay, const is loading. Let me say loading, const loading, right? Here should be set loading. In short, if you have not came across React hooks, this let me give you a few description of how use state hooks works. Okay, so in a summary, so when you use state hooks, for example, this is loading, as you can. Okay, I'll explain it later on. Let's proceed. So as I know you'll understand it. Okay, set error, use state. This should be empty. Use state, just something like this. Perfect. Another should be const. I want to say name list and a set name list. Okay. I hope here you will understand how hooks works, but if you think it's a bit or hard concept to understand it, please find a tutorial on React hooks and yes, React hooks. So let me give you a few description of how React hooks works. In short, here as you can see, there is actually this is variable called the name list. Okay, it is an array which stores information or names of the user. But this set name list is a function which updates this variable. So in short, when we speak about use state hooks, we speak of variable and the function that update variables. I hope that's a very clear concept. So here we have error, which is variable. This variable stores error, and this function updates this variable. The same applies to here. I hope this is one of your I hope you understand. So let's move on. Use effect hook. So here I'm going to say this is use effect hooks, and this is actual place where we are going to fetch the information from from API. Okay, here let me do something like this. Okay, perfect. Then after here, what we need, let's create a function which will be special for fetching the usernames. Okay, so here I'll say fetch data, right, as async function. Okay, async function. Then after here, do something like this. Async function. Okay. Then after here, let's declare a variable response. Okay, await fetch. Inside it, we specify the URL where we want to fetch information. So just copy this. Okay, then you paste it here. This is perfect. After that, const data. Let's say const new data is equal to const new data is equal to await response.json. That's perfect. Then after, as I told you that when you speak about use state, hook is variable and the function which update variable. So because you wanted to update this variable name list with the list of username, we needed to use the name set name list function. So here, what I can do, I can say set name list function, then copy this new data and pass it inside as a parameter. After that, as I told you that when we speak about use state hook, we speak about a variable and a function which update the the function which update the variable. Okay, so here once we have successfully fetched our data, means that our application is not loading. So as we declared at the beginning that the loading is true, now the loading should be false. So here we need to say false. Perfect. Think that's okay. Then after, we need to call this function. In short, use effect will be executed every time. Every time will be executed, right? So just to call this function which fetch information. Okay, it fetch information from backend API. I think there is an error. Nothing. So let's proceed, guys. The main purpose is to display the information of username on our um, on our screen. Okay, so here what you can do, I would choose to remove this, right? Then after, what we can do here, we can say if okay, this is actually if loading. So this is if, okay. If loading, we need to tell a user that our application is loading, so we can display message that this is loading. Okay, if it's not loading, means that the information is already fetched. Okay, if it is not loading, means the information is already fetched. So this is what we are going to do here. Because it is not loading, now what we need to do is I can say name list, which stores the information of user dot map. Okay, name. Okay, dot map name. Then after, I need to display the names of this user. Okay, you can say text. Okay, here I can say name dot username. Okay, but I needed to put something like this, right? And here I can say key. Okay, we needed to have key here. I can say name dot id. Okay, loading here. Okay, loading was true. Okay, and here set loading false. Okay, loading is set loading false, but here I still get the message is loading. So let us refresh our app, okay, and see if we can get the information from backend API. I can see still there is an error here. Okay, okay, I can see there is an error loading. Okay, what is happening? Loading, should it display? Okay, I can see there is an error here, says possible unhandled promise. Any promise. Anyways, okay, let me change the API. Okay, let me find another API, JSON press holder API. Okay, and let us fetch the users, these 10 users. Okay, they have name and a username. Also, they have ID. Okay, so let us refresh. Let us refresh here. Let us put this. Oh, guys, this is perfect. I think here it has successfully fetched the information. And on my screen, you can see you should get something like this. So on your screen, you should get something like this. Okay, perfect. So actually, this is the end of our tutorial session of today on how you can consume API on your React Native. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Muito obrigado. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, put comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you in the coming tutorials.